Welcome to Out of the Box EA. Today we will discuss about developer portal. We have built a complete, secure and feature-rich API. But how do external developer discover and use it? That's where the developer portal comes in. The developer portal is a self-service hub where developers can browse your APIs, read documentation, create applications and get API keys all without connecting to you directly. Today we will explore the developer portal and see how to enable developer portal and its self-service. Let's get into it. Before we deep dive into the developer portal, here we need to discuss about what it is. The developer portal solves a critical problem in SAP API management. Without it, every developer who wants to use your API needs to contact you or wait for your approval, gets credential manually and figure it out how to use your API on their own. This does not scale. The developer portal automate all of these. Developer visit the portal, register themselves, browse available APIs, create applications, and instantly receive API key. They can test API directly in the browser, read documentation, and monitor their own usage. You can use API owner, do not need to do anything manually. Here we can see once we log into SAP integration suite, in the right hand side we can see the grid. Click on the grid. Here we can see five options. Within that, click on the developer hub. Once we log into the developer hub, here we can see five important tabs: developer hub, my workspace, test, graph and admin center. Let's start with the developer hub. Once we select the developer hub, here we can see we can see all the centralized products which we have created within the developer hub. Let's say search. In the search bar, enter post and click on enter. So we can get one unique API related to post. Click on the post API product. Here we can see overview, APIs, post APIs, and associate subscriptions. So all those details we can identify under developer hub. And going for the my workspace, here if we need to create an application, so we need to click on the my workspace. Once we'll get into this space, so we need to click on the create button. Once we click on the create button, a pop-up window will appear. Here automatically it will display the products because in the SAP API management engage tab we created the products. So those products will be displayed here automatically. So here we need to click on the post API products, click on next. Here name is mandatory, so we need to provide the name without any space, and if needed we can provide the short text and description. And scroll down and click on the next, and click on in the next window you can see the finish and click on the finish. Before that you need to check all the details are correct or not. Once the application created successfully, let's say click on the test tab. Here we can see the four tabs: overview, products, custom attributes and analytics. And here in the overview we can see the key and secret. These are the confidential details, so it need to be secure. So don't display or don't provide anyone. And going for the products, see this is the product name which we have created in engage tab, post API product. And going for the custom attributes, if we need any custom attributes, so we need to click on add custom attributes. So here we need to provide the name and value. Once we provide those details, so we need to click on the add button and analytics. So here we can see, let's say in the filter section today, I change it to last 7 days. Here we can see traffic, traffic across all APIs. Here we can see for the 1 week, we can see 15 calls. And going for the lowest API in milliseconds, we can see for post API it is 50. And here we need to, check one by one manually. So once we go back to the click on my workspace, so here under the subscription we can see all those details. Going for the cost, here we can see the cost related to the APIs which we are using. So in the real-time production, we can find all those details. And going for the performance analytics, the APIs currently which we are using, so it will display it all here. Let's say select for last 7 days. So you can see everything will be displayed. Similarly, how we can find in the production systems. And going for the error analytics, so what are the APIs currently we are using? If anything in the error, so it will display here. Currently we don't have any error, so it is not displaying. And going for the test tab, this tab is specifically developed or registered only for the testing purpose. See, once we created the application, so all those details will be displayed here. Let's say click on the post API. By default, the URL will be updated specific to the post API, and it is the operations. So we need to select. For now, let's select get authentication. Here we have two options. One is none, and second one is basics. And none means we are not providing any user ID or password. Going for the basic, here we are providing the username and password. Once we provide, and we need to click. For now, we can select the none, and here we can click on the send button. See, we received the response body, and we received the error state that failed to resolve API key variable request.header.api key because we didn't provided any API key. Response body raw. So same thing has been displayed here. And going for the edit tab, see connection type keep alive, content length 151 and date today's date, and content type application slash JSON. Okay, and cookies. If anything is displayed here, we can check the cookies tab. And one more thing before we are going to the graph tab, because we can check and we can test any APIs which we have created within the SAP API management. Once we click on the graph tab, here we can see there are no business data graph available yet because we didn't created it. Because SAP Graph is powerful unified API that lets developer access multiple SAP business systems through a single point. Instead of learning different APIs for each SAP system, developer use one unified API to access all SAP business data. It is like universal translator for all SAP systems. And going back to the developer portal, the last one is admin center users. Which users currently assigned and using the APIs. So we can see in the user section. And going for the governance for securing the APIs, so we need to check and enable required securities. And going for the API management connections, what are the APIs currently assigned to these APIs? And going for the domains, the APIs for which they are connected to the different domains. And notification might be the developer enable the notifications for the APIs which they are subscribed. Going for the content, as we seen that the specific data related to the specific API, so if they need to check, so they will go to the content and they will check. And the last one is scheduled requests. So here if the API need to be run in specific time, so they will schedule the timing. and they will ascend. So according to that, the API will be running. These are the options we can see in the developer portal, and everything we can do within the SAP API management within the developer portal. So we have seen how the developer can discover, learn about, and subscribe to your APIs through completely self-service portal. If you have any question, please drop it in the comment section so we can check and we can reply accordingly. Thanks everyone. Bye.